Okay, welcome back, guys. Water is good. Very good. Welcome back, guys. Vaginal checks or cervical checks. What are they checking for? When you're pregnant, you'll be checked at 36 weeks until you have your baby in some practices, and some people would only check you when you are in labor. But what are cervical checks? Why are they done? And what are they looking for? Today, I'll be sharing with you what cervical checks are, what they are looking for, what your care provider is looking for, and tips to help you get through it. Hi, my name is Victoria, and I'm a midwife, a childbirth educator, and a birth coach. I love empowering couples to have a confident birth. If this is what you want, go ahead and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Let's jump right in. When you're being checked, 3 things are being looked for: effacement, dilation, and station. What is effacement? Effacement is the thinning out of your cervix. When you're pregnant, your baby is surrounded by water in the amniotic sac, and your uterus, the end of your uterus, let me drop all my stuff here on the table. A quick anatomy class. Your baby is inside water in the sac, right? And all of this stuff, your baby, the sac, the amniotic sac, the umbilical cord that is connected to your baby, the placenta, all of these are inside your womb, which we call the uterus. And let's say this is your womb. The hand of your womb is called the cervix. And so when you're being checked, your cervix is being checked. And effacement is how long your cervix is. I have this crunchie for another illustration. You see how thick it is? If you want a baby to come through this thick cervix, it will be hard, right? It will need to thin out for the baby to be able to come through it. So in labor, this is what happens. It thins out, thins out, thins out until it's like paper thin. And it's easier to stretch when it's paper thin. But when it's thick, it's harder to stretch. So that's what's happening. So the first thing that is being checked is the effacement, the thinning out of your cervix. The second thing that is being checked is my favorite, is the dilation. What is dilation? Dilation is the opening of your cervix. And I have an illustration. I have a toothpaste. For this toothpaste, by the way, this is not sponsored by Colgate, but for this toothpaste to come out, what needs to happen? If I squeeze it and squeeze it and squeeze it, squeeze, 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 would it come out? I'm squeezing, guys. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It wouldn't come out. What has to happen? Let me know in the comment section. What has to happen? Type in the comment section if I need to open it for it to come out. Whoop. Yep, I need to open it, right? Okay, now I have to use all this toothpaste. Okay. It needs to open. Same thing. When you're pregnant and when you go into labor, something needs to open. It is your cervix. And so when dilation is being checked, they're checking the openness of your cervix. Going back to the cervix, I actually have this here to show you. If you're this open, can you see this? This open. Can your baby come through here? Nope. If you're this open, can your baby come through here? Nope. This, your baby cannot fit through here until you're all the way open, right? All the way open. And then your baby can fit through this. Let's see if this baby can fit through. Whoops, yep, your baby can fit through here. So dilation is the opening of your cervix. When your cervix is all the way open, then your baby can come through there. I have a question for you. Do you think that all babies, all cervix has to get to a literal 10 centimeter? Because that's how we measure it. And by the way, effacement is measured by percentage. So we say you are 10% effaced or 50% effaced or 100% effaced when you are like paper thin. Like the cervix, instead of thick, it's like paper thin. Then we say you are 100% effaced. But dilation, we go with centimeters. And actually we measure our fingers. So we'll say you're 2, you're 3, you're 4. And on like that. If you see my illustration again, whoops, the baby's not coming out. So we have here 6 centimeters, and you see how much I can open my finger. You see 7 centimeters, you see 8 centimeters, you see 9 centimeters, and then 10 centimeters. I actually cannot really do it. I have to really stretch it. So in the comment, let me know if you think that 10 centimeters means a literal 10 centimeters. Do you think that every cervix has to open to a literal 10 centimeters? I think that the answer to that question from my perspective is that we say you're 10 centimeters when we cannot feel any cervix left. So when we go in and do a cervical check, right? We're going in and checking. When I'm in there and I cannot feel anything, all I can feel is your baby's head, because then your baby's head is in here, right? Oh wow. Your baby's head is in here. All I can feel when I go check is your baby's head. And that's when we're like, you are 10 centimeters. Let me know in the comment section if you're following and if you're understanding this. Type yes in the comment section. And then the last thing that is checked in labor is the station of your baby. And this is measured in negative and positive. When your baby is high up in your pelvis, we say you're negative. When your baby has passed the ischial spine, so this is the ischial spine. These are some of the landmarks in your body that we check. So when you're being checked and we feel that the baby's head has reached this point, then we say you are engaged. So any position down, more down than this, we say you're positive. So you might be negative 1, 2, 3. The higher your baby, the higher the number. So you might be minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, the more higher your baby is, the more negative we say you are. And the more positive we say, when we say you're like +1, it means your baby is lower. That's what it means. So this brings me to the end of the 3 things that have been checked in labor. 1 is effacement, 2 is dilation, and 3 is the station. Now I want to share with you tips to help you stay relaxed, because I don't think cervical checks would ever be pleasurable or would be like, oh, I look forward to being checked. I don't think anyone feels that way. But I just want to share some things that can help you have a better cervical check. One of the tips is to ask your care provider if they can give you a minute to mentally prepare before they check you. So to give you a minute to prepare, to be mentally prepared before they check you. Another one is to relax and breathe. When you relax, when you're being checked and you relax, you breathe through your nose, in through your nose. You feel your belly and then out through your mouth. I actually feel very relaxed right now. When you relax, it makes it easier, because when we are checking you and you are tense, it's harder for us to feel and it's harder for us to check. But when you're relaxed, it's easier that way. And it makes it go fast. They're in and out and they're done. And also for care providers, I hope we are asking for permission before we check. Because when you ask someone for permission, it gives them time to be like, okay, they're asking for permission to touch me. And it might give them a better experience. This brings me to the end of the video. Let me know in the comment section what stands out to you. What was your aha moment? And what other tips helped you when you were being checked in labor or maybe even during your pregnancy? There might be someone out there that these tips would help. Thank you again for watching today. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you want to catch me during the week, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm very active on the stories. It's Birthday Life, and I'll link it down here. I'll see you in my next video. Also, follow me on my other channel. I'll leave the description below, where I show you more about the life of a midwife. Thank you again for watching, and see you in my next video. God bless.